I guess what we're saying is here at KROQ, we enjoy our Blink-182. I think that's the message.
That is the message,
that we're giving you here today. And we certainly enjoy our friend Travis Barker, who joins us in here, the drummer for that band and the Transplants and about a million other things. He's one of the busiest guys in showbiz. How are you, Travis?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
It's always great to see you. I just can't believe how much you have going on. You're one of those guys, and I know you always talk about how you never stop drumming, like you can't ever stop your fingers from moving, but it seems like you can't rest either.
Yeah, I don't like rest, man. It's
overrated.
Yeah, man.
You just get so bored if you sit down for 5 minutes. You drive yourself crazy, it seems like.
Yeah, it's funny. Even there was a big UFC card this weekend, and I just sit there in front of the TV with the practice pad.
Really?
But yeah, man, that's I get hyped off of it, and I guess when I've played my instrument for this long, I just want to keep taking it to the next level.
Aren't you glad you stuck with the drums and not the trumpet?
Yes. Yes.
I saw you tweeting on Saturday night. Was that one of the greatest nights of fights you've ever seen in your life?
Honestly, that was probably the best UFC card I've seen.
The Melendez fight.
Fight of the year, right?
Was Joe Rogan even said, this is my new favorite fight of all time.
Yeah, a lot of times two guys won't want to go toe-to-toe like that for the fear of getting knocked out, and they both went for blood. They gave it their all.
And neither of them was interested in defense. They were just like, go ahead and hit me as hard as you can, and I'll hit you back as hard as I can, and we'll just see who's standing.
Yeah, that was a brawl.
Crazy.
That was a brawl.
And I wasn't drumming while I was watching that.
My drumming got faster and faster as the fights continued. It was crazy.
I just can't even imagine being able to survive one round of that. How do they do it for 5? Like, where does that come from that you stand up and go back in there for round 4 and 5?
Yeah, it's hard, man. We sponsor Dominic Cruz, who's bantamweight champion, 135, and sometimes he'll invite me to the gym, and I've done 3 5-minute rounds, and it was the hardest thing I've ever experienced in my life.
You think, all right, 5 minutes at a time, no problem, and then you get about a minute and a half in and you go, this has to be over.
Yeah, anytime you're at home and you're going, do something, there's a reason they're not doing anything. Like, that's one of the hardest, that's the hardest thing ever. Like, a fight for 5 minutes is seriously, it's grueling.
Did you care who won between Cain Velasquez and...
I was hoping for Cain.
Yeah,
he's my favorite or whatever. All my picks won. Daniel Cormier won. That was my pick for the Roy Nelson Cormier fight.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good.
Although
night
Roy Nelson has the best boobs of anyone on that card.
Roy Nelson's a beast, man.
He is a beast.
We won't see anyone knock him out.
Hey, Travis, what do you do exercise-wise to stay in the kind of shape you need to perform?
I run a lot. Yeah, I run about 4 or 5 times a week.
How far?
About 5 to 6 miles. Whatever.
Wow.
An hour and a half. Sometimes I work with a strength and conditioning coach who's Ronda Rousey's strength and conditioning coach. His name's Chris.
Is that before you go on tour? Do you have to be in a different shape to go on tour?
Yeah, I really build it up before I go on tour because we have 2-hour sets, and I like to go 110% for 2 hours.
You drum rather quickly, yes.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I do Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you really?
On Wednesdays? Yeah, I love doing that. I do it with my kids.
Are you teaching your kids to beat you up? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, just to defend themselves. You know what I mean? Know what's up. And I love all the discipline and respect that comes with martial arts as well.
By the way, I think you tweeted a photo of your son. He's 2 now, right? He do I have it right? He's 2?
No, he's 10 now.
What was the photo that you just tweeted the other day of a 2-year-old kid in a little punk rock leather jacket with a Transplants t-shirt on?
Yeah, no, that was Landon. He just looks really young still. Okay. They both love punk rock. Like, they both have gone on.
Well, they have to.
All I thought when I saw that photo is he's going to be 1 minute into 18 when he gets his first tattoo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They bug me for him already.
Do they?
Yeah. Like,
what's your answer?
I tell him when he's 16, we'll have that conversation. And I got to talk his mom into it,
Yeah.
Right.
And the day he turns 16, that's going to happen, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, they love Daddy.
Sure.
And they want to be like Daddy, so they see Daddy. And by the way, Daddy's not slowing down on the tattoos either.
Yeah,
Daddy's been busy.
Yeah, I've finished my head. I'm almost finished with my back.
How many people say I've finished my head?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever heard that sentence.
Just Lisa.
It's the true commitment,
That is the true commitment. That's true.
So we always have so much to talk to you about, Travis, when you come in. We're always very excited to see you. But today you're actually here with some special news, with an awesome thing for Blink-182 fans, right? A chance to see you guys in a tiny little place.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. That it's been 10 years since the self-titled album, which
That's
is
crazy.
I think to all
Which
three
was
of us
yesterday.
our best piece of work. So it's really cool, man, to play that entire album from front to back, which we've never done either. You know, even when that album came out, there were songs we didn't play. So,
are there songs that you've never played live?
Yeah, I mean, we've rarely played Lost Without You. We only played the Robert Smith track in Europe when we were on our Europe run when Robert Smith was singing with us.
Right.
So it's going to be pretty cool.
Do you need Kevin to play the part of Robert Smith when you do it at the Palladium?
That would be awesome.
You haven't heard me sing.
So it's the 10th anniversary of the Untitled album, which we all just call Blink-182. You've got 2 shows, and they are Wednesday, November 6th and Thursday, November 7th. They are going to be at the Hollywood Palladium. Tickets are on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster.com. And you also, if you go to Blink182.com, you can also find out about VIP packages that are available, too, that has all sorts of merchandise, a chance to meet the band, and a whole bunch more.
You can fight Travis.
But this is the type of thing you do. Why? Like, obviously, you guys could, make a lot more money for as much work playing at a bigger place. Why is it important for you to play the Palladium shows?
This is for the fans, it's something special, It's like the 10-year anniversary, the 10-year mark of this album, and we just did a run. We just played, really close by here, San Diego, Santa Barbara, Vegas. But this is solely, purely just for our fans, and to give them something. It's like a way of giving back, and really celebrating an album that I think was like a turning point for our career.
For everyone. You did that charity show in New York City recently, and you played for 500 people.
Yeah.
In Williamsburg, I think. What's that like for you? Like, what difference does it make for you when you're on stage and you look up and you can actually see the back wall?
That show was bananas. I mean, I think we hadn't played a venue that size for almost 20 years.
Wow.
18 years, and you could, there's video of it where you hear the crowd over all our amps, over all our drums. You can't even hear Mark and Tom.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a perfect world?
It's pretty cool, yeah. It was definitely, I had a couple friends that had flown out for that worked at Famous, and they were just tripping,
Yeah, you've seen so much, but when you get an audience like that, it must still be a little shocking that they're out singing you.
I like those hectic shows, I as much as I love and it's awesome, and I appreciate playing a big arena or whatever. The intimacy of a small venue where you get to feed off the crowd, and that's just way better. I like when a person in the front coat can spit on me. We're in that distance.
That's the difference
of each other,
between you and I.
Yeah. So yeah, there was an energy in that club that I don't think Blink or any of us have felt in a while. Well, for me, since the last transplant show. But
well, you're going to have some of that same energy November 6th and 7th coming up at the Hollywood Palladium. Just announcing these 2 shows with Blink-182. Again, tickets go on sale Friday morning at 10 o'clock at Ticketmaster.com. More with our guest Travis Barker when we return right after this on the Kevin and Bean Show on KROQ.